Dear children, welcome to the Standard 5 Literature class. Children, today I am going to teach you Chapter 11, The Nose. The Nose was written in 1836. Gogol wrote the story during the time he spent in St. Petersburg. Gogol himself had a very oddly shaped nose, of which he would often make fun in his personal letters. Here, Gogol has employed wit to present the nose as an independent being. Children, now I am going to read this story. You all of you listen to me attentively. Kovalyov woke up rather early and made a ring nose with his lips. He always did this when he woke up, though if you asked him why, he could not give any good reason. Kovalyov stretched himself and asked for the small mirror that stood on the table to be brought over to him. He wanted to have a look at a pimple that had made its appearance on his nose the previous evening, but to his extreme astonishment, found that instead of a nose, there was nothing but an absolutely flat surface. In a terrible panic, Kovalyov asked for some water and rubbed his eyes with a towel. No mistake about it, his nose had gone. He began pinching himself to make sure he was not sleeping, but to all intents and purposes he was wide awake. Children, astonishment, the highlighted word you see, means surprise. Next we will see Kovalyov sprang out of the bed and shook himself. Still no nose. He quickly got ready and off he dashed straight to the head of police. Dashed means ran. He loved referring to himself as Major and had come to St. Petersburg with the set purposes of finding a position in keeping with his rank. If he was lucky, he would get a vice governorship, but failing that, a job as an administrative clerk in some important government department would have to do. Major Kovalyov was not averse to marriage as long as his bride happened to be worth. Children, averse means not opposed. Children, turn the page. 2 lakh rubles. In short, Kovalyov had a very high opinion about himself, and now the reader can judge for himself how this measure felt when, instead of a fairly presentable and reasonably sized nose, all he saw was an absolutely ridiculous, smooth, flat space. Suddenly, all of his aspirations seemed to go downhill. Rubles means Russian unit of money, and ridiculous means very silly, and go downhill, become worse. As if this were not bad enough, there was not a cab inside, and he had to walk, keeping himself handled up in his cloak and with a handkerchief over his face to make people think he was bleeding. Suddenly he stood rooted to the spot near the front door of some house and witnessed a most incredible sight. A carriage drew up at the entrance porch. Porch means veranda. The doors flew open and out jumped a uniformed, stooping gentleman who dashed up the steps. The feelings of horror and amazement that gripped Kovalyev when he recognized his own nose defies description. After this extraordinary sight, everything went topsy turvy. He could hardly keep to his feet, but decided at all costs to wait until the nose returned to the carriage, although he was shaking all over and felt quite feverish. Topsy turvy means became confusing. About 2 minutes later, a nose really did come out. It was wearing a gold braided uniform with a high stand up collar and Sambhas trousers. Sambhas means a type of leather. And had a sword at its side. From the plumes of its hat, one could tell that it held the exalted rank of state councillor. Exalted means high rank. Councillor means a member of a council, a group of people that governs an area. And it was abundantly clear that the nose was going to visit someone. It looked right, then left, shouted to the coachman, "Let's go," climbed in and drove out. Poor Kovalyev nearly went out of his mind. He did not know what to make of it. How in fact could a nose, which only yesterday was in the middle of his face, and which could not possibly walk around or drive in a carriage, suddenly turned up in a uniform? With a change of mind, he decided to go straight to the newspaper offices and publish an advertisement giving such a detailed description of the nose that anyone who happened to meet it would at once turn it over to Kovalyev, or at least tell him where he could find it. At the newspaper's office, he said to a grey haired clerk sitting there, "My dear sir, I want to publish an advertisement. Will you take the details down, please?" demanded Kovalyev. "I really just can't wait." "Just a minute, if you don't mind," said the clerk. "Name, please." "It's my nose that's disappeared." Strange name. And did this Mr. Nose steal much? My nose, I am trying to say. You don't understand. It's my own nose that's disappeared. How did it disappear? I don't follow. I can't tell you how, but please understand my nose is traveling at this very moment all over the town. Calling itself a state councillor. Imagine what it's like being without such a detectable part of your body. If it were just a small toe, then I could put my shoe on and no one would be any the wiser. Apparently, even the clerk was touched by Kovalyev's terrible loss. Mr. Kovalyev gave him some money, and after entering the children, turn the page, amount in a register, The clerk promised the troubled visitor an advertisement in the next day's newspaper. After this, Kovalyev strode furiously out of the newspaper office and went off to the local inspector of police. Furiously means in an extremely angry manner. Finally, towards night, Kovalyev left for his home. Some days later, he heard a strange voice in the hall. Does Mr. Kovalyev live here? Please come in. The major's home, said Kovalyev, springing to his feet and opening the door. A smart looking police officer with plump cheeks and whiskers that were neither too light nor too dark made his entrance. Are you the gentleman who has lost his nose? Yes, that's me. It's been found. What did you say? Cried Major Kovalyev. He could hardly speak for joy. He looked wide eyed at the police officer. How did you find it? Very strange. We caught it just as it was about to drive off in the Riga Stagecoach. Strangely enough, I mistook it for a gentleman at first. Fortunately, I had my spectacles with me, so I could see it was really a nose. Kovalyev was beside himself. Where is it? I will go right away to claim it. Don't excite yourself, sir. And the police officer dipped into his pocket and pulled out the nose, wrapped up in a piece of paper. That's it, cried Kovalyev. No mistake. You must stay and have a cup of tea. Children, so here the summary of this poem is Gogol's short story The Nose tells of a man named Kovalyev who wakes up one morning without his nose. Normally, Kovalyev loves to flirt, prides himself on his rank and title, and thinks very highly of his physical appearance. Without his nose, he struggles with their self esteem and shame. Okay, students, the difficult word meanings, what is highlighted here, write down in the literature copy and learn. Thank you.